everyone, Chelsea Tucker here from tunerchelsea.com. Glad that you're here today. Today I want to talk about the ability to move forward even though. When you are struggling in life, it is very difficult sometimes to pick yourself up and keep going forward. Sometimes we need somebody there to help us pick us up. Sometimes we don't have that, right? And so the ultimate goal would be to have a group of people in your life that are stable enough to help pick you up when you have fallen down. If you do not have somebody to help pick you up in those moments, it is very difficult. It's not impossible to pick yourself up and keep going forward, but it is very difficult because we are designed to be societal people, in the essence of we're designed to have at least a small group of people within our life that we trust and can rely on to help us. It's not the circumstance for everybody because of one reason or another, right? Whether it's a past experience, whether it's a current situation that had fallen through, whatever it is, we don't always have the ability to have somebody there to help us. So how do we pick ourselves up and keep going forward? I, as a mom of 4, used resources in order to help myself go forward. Yes, I believe in God, but there has to be an action involved as well on my part. So what does that mean? What does that look like? What does that sound like? What does that feel like? Well, getting up and going is how that looks like. How does that feel? Trying to control my emotions. Can I control all of my emotions at every given point of every part of the day? Ultimately, the answer is yes. But as you're learning and growing, the answer is no, because you're going to make a mistake. How does that affect the people in your life, especially with small children? Negatively. It does, right? So you have to take ownership in the fact that you negatively impact somebody within your circle. Greatest example is your children, right? If you make a mistake, if your children see that mistake, your children are watching you make the mistake. Okay, so they will potentially pick up that bad habit, that bad whatever you just did, and then apply that to this part of their life. Can it be reversed? Of course it can. Well, how? Why? When? Where? What does that look like? Well, achieve personal goals while raising your family is the course that I created that helped me come back to my 0 point, right? My point where I was mentally okay. I was starting to work on my business. I was an okay foundational person in my family that could control the atmosphere within my house, right? How do I do that? Well, if I get up before my kids, I could have their breakfast ready before they get up. Does that happen every day? No. But if that happens the majority of the days of the week, then the majority of our days are a little bit more peaceful. Or when they do get up and things aren't ready, it's because it's a day where they know that mommy is taking a break. Then it's received differently. Then it's still peaceful because they aren't expecting that mommy is going to do this every single morning the exact same way. They realize that mommy is a human and that she needs her time as well to not be so perfect all of the time. There's your answer, right? How do you schedule that in? What does that look like? Because as a family, for us, we are a family of 6, okay? My husband, at that time of our life, was working 6 days a week, 12-hour days. It was extremely trying on our family. But either 1, we were going to lay down and die, or 2, we were going to keep going and get through that season of life. We're still here. We got through the season. Did I stop making videos at that time because my mental space couldn't handle it? Yeah. So the idea of chill out, right? The idea of, hey, you can just be a mom. Yeah, I did it. So I know what that feels like. I know what that sounds like. You can do that too. Know where you're at in your life and then make the appropriate adjustments. If you are liking the videos, the content, all of the things, make sure that you're liking the videos, you're subscribing, and you're leaving comments because it tells YouTube you like her and it gets the information pushed out further. So make sure you're doing those things, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.